For anyone who's had a child with asthma, at some point in time you're going to get told that you should use an inhaler with your child. Now, inhalers can be used at virtually any age. The key thing is to have the right interface and to know how to use it when you're actually doing it with your child. Today I'm going to demonstrate the technique that I teach my parents to use on their children. It's quite simple, and my expectation is if you can do this right, then there's absolutely no reason why you can't use an inhaler with your child, even if you're the only person in the house. So our model for the day is Teddy, and we're going to be using a spacer device with an inhaler. The inhaler plugs into one end of the spacer, like that, and a spacer device comes in many shapes and sizes. Some have mouthpieces, some have masks, and the sizes of the mask also vary. First thing I always tell people is take the child, sit them on one lap, preferably your weaker lap, which means the lap that's on the side with your weaker hand. Take the child, sit them on that lap, and then take your weaker hand, put it over the crossed over arms of your child and hold that in place, sort of like that. That way, the kid can't take their hands out and use it to struggle with you while this is going on. Then you take your inhaler, hold it in your other hand, shake it up really well, do a quick puff, then move your inhaler to the end of your mask so that the base of your palm is sort of sitting at the base of the inhaler mask, and put that over the nose and mouth of your child so that the base of your palm is sitting on their chin. This holds the device in place and keeps it steady. It also forms a good pivot point, so if your child moves their head from side to side, you move right along with them and the mask stays in place. So if you look at that from the side, you can see what I'm doing. Now, if you were to hold it at the end and your child moved their head from side to side, the risk is that you would lose your seal, and that could make it quite difficult to get the medication used with your child. Now, once you have the inhaler over the nose and mask and you've got a good seal, what you need is for your child to take 6 breaths. They don't have to be particularly deep, but you don't want them to be too light. And even if you've got a crying child, all you're trying to do is to get them to take 6 breaths while they're crying. So it could be a breath while they're crying, and you just count 6 of those. I advise my parents to count out loud those 6 breaths. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then say, good, all done, take it off, shake up your device, puff it again, move your mask back to there, put it on their face, and again count with them. And the reason why I ask parents to do this is because your kids, regardless of age, are quite smart. And once they have an idea of just how quickly this whole process is going to go, then they'll stop fighting it very quickly. If you use this technique as I've described it to you, you will find that your child can use an inhaler very effectively at an early age. This will shorten the process of using an inhaler successfully with your child. More importantly, if you're one of those parents who has a child who has to use their asthma medications twice daily, it's going to be so much easier to use an inhaler that the entire process might take you less than 30 seconds twice a day than to sit down with a nebulizer and try and use a nebulizer device with a child for upwards of 5 to 10 minutes twice daily. That should hopefully improve compliance, make asthma easier to treat for you, and also make it more portable, because now you can take your inhaler out to the football field, you could travel with it, and maybe even possibly start leaving your nebulizer at home once you know how to use an inhaler with a spacer device. And send me comments on anything else that you'd like to know about asthma or allergies or sleep medicine in children, and I'd be happy to answer those for you.